All right. Hi, everyone. General election. Is Jeremy Corbyn fit to lead the Labour Party? Should the Lib Dems eternally be punished for what they did about tuition fees? Are all Tories evil? Just forget that. That's not what I'm talking about. Why does everyone want the 18 to 25s to care about the vote? I just want to say a few words about that. You need to get involved because according to all currently available data, you, the under 25s, are currently actually the most politically enlightened and the most politically coherent people in this country. Yeah, it's not a fact that the elders know better. Turns out they do not. So there's an organisation called YouGov. They collect data and run surveys on the UK population every single week on things like voting intention, political attitudes, whether or not you think Brexit is a good thing, you name it. So here's what the most recent data, taken just last week, say. The majority of UK citizens believe that Brexit is going to be bad for the UK economy. The majority of people in this country also believe that Brexit is going to be bad for jobs in the UK. They also believe it's going to be bad for the NHS. They're going to believe it's bad for pensions. However, when asked, do you think the UK was right to leave the European Union? The majority say, yes, this is ludicrous. As you've probably heard by now, voting intention in this country is currently overwhelmingly pro-conservative. YouGov also asked people, what do you think is the most important political issue facing us today? Unsurprisingly, most people said Brexit. Currently, the majority of UK citizens also believe that the current UK government is handling the Brexit process badly or very badly. Large numbers of people in the UK want to vote for a party that they believe is handling the most important issue of the day badly. This is insane. This is completely, utterly insane. This is why we need you. So why is it particularly the under 25s? Actually, it turns out that in the UK, there's no great pattern to who supports one thing and who supports another. Do poor people have different political opinions from rich people? Do Labour voters have different priorities around the NHS and pensions and so on than Conservative voters or Lib Dem voters? None of that stuff is particularly clear-cut. Hey, some rich people are left-wing, some rich people are right-wing. Some Green Party members live up north, some Green Party members don't. The only divide which keeps showing up, clear differences in the way the UK population thinks politically, is along the lines of age. Particularly the younger age groups, the ones under 25, are much more likely, for example, to think that the environment is a really important political issue that we should all be caring about a lot more. Housing, again, keeps coming up as being much more important to the younger ones than to the older ones. Brexit, that's the really clear one. The over 50s overwhelmingly are pro-Brexit, the under 25s overwhelmingly oppose this and want to keep an open society. One where you can travel, one where you can go and live somewhere that's further away than Norfolk. Yeah, that would be nice. The problem is, in the UK, the under 25s are also least likely to vote. Here's what that means. Politics in the UK is being overwhelmingly driven by the over 50s. They're the ones who are the most likely to vote. They're also the ones least likely to care about the environment, care about housing, care about international travel and your ability to move freely. Not an absolute rule, of course, but those are overwhelmingly the proportions. And that is why you need to get involved. At the moment, only about 40% of the under 25 age group is likely or almost certain to go out and vote. Your elders do not know better. You guys seem to have a much clearer political compass than the age groups above you. So it falls to you to try and shape the direction of this country into a more progressive, more open direction than seems to currently be the case. So spread the word, make sure you're registered to vote, make sure your mates are registered to vote. I'm going to keep telling absolutely everyone I know at the risk of being pretty damn annoying, but never mind. There's a bunch of little tools online where you can answer a bunch of questions on where you stand on all kinds of political issues, and it will give you an approximation of what party seems to be closest to your views. Use one of those, use your own common sense. Doesn't really matter, but it's just really important that everyone gets involved at this. Because frankly, this has been going on for way too long, that it's the over 50s, the over 65s who consistently swing election after election. They swung the Brexit referendum. That's all I wanted to say. We can worry about immigration, the future of the economy, pensions, how exactly we create more jobs in green technology, and all the other stuff later. That's another topic for another day. The main thing is now that you get involved. You're citizens too, and the government seems to be in the process of trying to forget about that. Don't let them. See ya.